is a good order, but we are not yet making an order that can reach to God. The first man who showed us this technology was a man by the name of Abel. The Bible says, and he prepared a sacrifice, and his sacrifice rose up to God, and he was considered righteous because he offered a sacrifice to God. Because his sacrifice rose to God as an order. What order is your prayers reaching to God like? We must wake up. It's a call for us to wake up. It's a call for us to wake up. There are things that has been given to us that unless we realize we will not enjoy. Genesis will tell you that when a man called Enoch walked with God, and he was not. Salvation will say, and he was taken. That is a technology of ascending. He lived with God. He walked with God. Walked with God. Walked with God. You see, I told you that you will not have meaning in the physical unless you first have meaning in the spiritual. So a man called Enoch walked with God, that he had more essence and meaning in the realm of the spirit than in the realm of the physical, that God had to took him to have essence in the realm that he had more dominion in. Elijah comes again with the same technology. He was a man of prayer. The Bible says, 2 Kings, I think it's chapter 2, that in the chariot, 2 Kings, a chariot of fire came, took him to heaven. That is the technology of the men that are saved. That you can live in this realm and have no meaning in the realm of the spirit. That even the things of this world cannot hold you. You have more power. You have more power. You see, we are asking for power, but the kind of power we are asking for is the only ministering power. Ministering power to men. No. Ask for power in the presence of God. Power among spirits. You are spirit being. You are spirit being. Let me tell you, Genesis says, and God formed man out of dust. That was man. And then the Bible says, and he breathed upon him. And the interaction between the body that God made from dust and the breath of God, the Bible says, and man became a living soul. There's a spirit in man. The Bible says, there's a spirit in man. There is a spirit in man. John that 2:8. There is a spirit in man. And the prayer of the Almighty gives you understanding. There is a spirit in man. And the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. There's a spirit in you. That spirit will give you understanding. That spirit will give you dominion in the realm of men. You cannot shown you. First, Enoch. Second, Elijah. Prayer is the portal of burning, of becoming more like God. You see, God is consuming